Perhaps it was something he'd said, or perhaps it was something else. Suddenly her mouth opened and she whispered in a dry, dead voice.
My brother might be dead.
Oh, well, no shit. You don't say, Clover. Obviously you might be dead.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
Oh, whoa, what? What do you mean by that? Suddenly the operating room felt very, very cold.
What are you talking about?
Fuck you talking about, Clover?
What's wrong with you?
He gave her a small shake, but she didn't respond. Still didn't respond. The silence grew heavier.
Let's just get out of here. We've got the key. Let's use it. That cool with you?
Yeah.
Clover nodded almost imperceptibly. Still, Junpei was glad to see she was at least somewhat responsive.
Then it's time to go.
He put his hand on her shoulder and guided her to the prep room. As they arrived at the door, she suddenly stopped.
I'm sorry.
For what? What was this? Why was she apologizing? Junpei wasn't sure what to make of her. She was emotionally unstable because her brother had gone missing.
I'm really
Was
sorry.
she?
Just forget everything I told you, okay? Don't worry about it. Really. I mean it.
Okay. How could anyone pretend not to hear something like that? But something told him this wasn't the time to press the issue. Junpei gave her the warmest, kindest smile he could manage.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Her smile was weak. It was almost painful to watch.
Damn, what the hell took you guys so long?
None of your business, Seven. Seven looked up as they walked into the room, clearly irritated.
You playing doctor in there or something?
Oh, ho, ho. Snake, not now.
Maybe. Jealous?
Oh, shit. You go, Junpei. Seven avoided answering the questions. Yeah, shut the fuck up. The fuck out of the way. They stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
All right. I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
Bomb goes off.
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Yeah, no shit.
Fine then.
Yo, is it okay if I open the door? Just to fucking open it. He slid the key into the keyhole and turned it. I'm opening the door now. Open it. He felt to unlock. Bye. The door opened with a soft, melancholy creak. Beyond it lay a simple white hallway. There was no fanfare or confetti. Obviously, there was no one there to applaud them. They simply walked through the door. That was it.
All right. Let's get going.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
Hell yeah, we're out of here. Like that.
Not really.
Thanks, Junpei. Junpei turned away from Seven and took his first step down the simple white hallway. I found a way out. Or not.
My brother might be dead.
Oh yeah, that's still kind of freaky.
I'm going to be next.
Clover had told him only a few minutes before that her brother was probably dead and she was likely to follow him.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's pretty fucked up. They left the operating room. The hallway took them around several corners and past several doors, but they were all locked.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
The final door was hidden in the corner of the hall.
May as well give it a try.
Junpei grabbed the handle. As he made to push it open, a voice stopped him. The voice came from behind him and belonged to neither Seven nor Clover. Oh, fuck!
Jumpy!
Oh.
Huh?
He spun around. Well, that was easy. He saw someone running toward him from the other end of the hallway. There were 3 people coming toward Junpei and his companions.
June? And Santa? And Lotus too!
Oh, damn it. They pulled up short in front of Junpei, breathing hard.
Whoa! What the hell is this?
Yeah, it took you guys long enough. We've been waiting here for 3 hours.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Before he could finish, Clover spoke.
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this?
Okay. She was standing near the end of the small hallway that branched off to the right. The rest of them ran over to her, curious as to what she'd find.
Look on the wall here.
There was something on the wall at the end of the hallway. Oh, it's a map.
A map of the ship's interior?
Yeah, okay, so these two rooms, because the third one, because this is the hospital room, I can assume. We went through this door and ended up going in here. In here, here, out here. This is the door. We're in front of this door then. And they ended up coming down that way as well. And that's how we ended up running into each other. Because this third door goes into here. And you probably go into this room and then out into here. Or possibly you go in here. It's one of those things. So these all connect to each other.
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And
Yep, that's how I thought.
door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Oh, well, they went that way. I just figured they'd go that way instead of going through here. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. In fact,
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9.
exactly.
We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again.
We need other stuff to unlock, you know, the other doors that we found keys for. Door 9's going to be behind one of them.
Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9.
Yep.
That's how the nonary game works.
At least that's how it seems to be working.
I see.
Junpei looked at the map of the ship's interior again.
Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Yep. As he looked more closely, his surprise and excitement gave way to weariness.
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
One by one, the others saw what he had seen.
We may as well go.
This
yeah.
leads to the hospital room. They moved as one for the door.
Oh, almost forgot.
We should keep this. He pulled the map of the ship's interior off the wall, put it in his pocket, and followed the others. The 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward. He took hold of the door and spoke without
Ready?
looking back at the other 5.
I'm gonna open it.
Slowly, all 5 nodded their silent assent. With a deep breath, Santa threw open the door. Freedom! Well, into the hospital room. They poured through the doorway and into the room. Even without looking around, each of one of them knew where they were.
I knew it.
They were just where the map had said they would be.
We're back. In the
Useless.
hospital room.
We have the Jupiter key, though, so we can go somewhere else. Hopefully.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying.
Oh, thanks, Ace. Thought you were asleep.
The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
Oh, okay, no, we told him this stuff. I thought he just knew this, and I'm like, what? He looked like anyone might after only just waking up, but it seemed like his brain was working as well as ever. He'd managed to grasp, summarize, and understand each team's report.
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism.
Yeah, it did kind of come off as useless.
I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Ace shook his head with a rueful smile.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough.
7 smiled.
Anyway, I said we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
Yep.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yep.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
Oh, the solar system keys. We found a couple more in the laboratory and the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Here,
Oh.
the Earth key and the Saturn key card.
Cool. And with that, she pressed them into Junpei's hand. The metal key had the Earth symbol on it, and the key card had the Saturn symbol on it.
I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. On it.
Junpei felt slightly less than honored.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Earth key that Lotus just gave me. And the Saturn key card that Lotus said was in the kitchen.
Junpei tucked the new keys into his pocket. June spoke up.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase.
cool.
Then, next to the stairs,
Wait!
Wait, what? They were the first words anyone had heard out of Clover in quite some time. Her face suggested they weren't going to be very happy words.
What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It just lead us back to the big hospital room.
Yeah.
There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
There were tears in her eyes, but she glared at Seven as hard as she could, just the same. She looked very much like a frightened puppy. There wasn't a man alive who could have resisted those eyes. Seven looked everywhere in the room except at Clover and muttered and coughed apologies under his breath.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Clover nodded once. The next person to speak was Ace.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So, Seven, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me?
Junpei did the calculations quick in his head. 417 equals 12, which equals 3. Looked like 7 was doing them too. At last, he gave up.
Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
All right, let's get moving.
And so it was decided that Clover, Ace, and Seven would discover what lay beyond door 3.
Okay, we're heading out.
Have fun.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it.
Damn.
The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
True. I need 7.
Ah, the truth comes out.
7 nodded as if this answer made much more sense and pulled the lever on the red.
Okay, we're off.
The door opened and Ace, Clover, and 7 jumped through it. 6, 7, 8, 9. After exactly 9 seconds, the door closed noisily.
All right, we should get moving too.
Yep, time to go open some doors.
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Everyone except Lotus seemed rather confused. We could open some doors.
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Let me explain.
we have doors to open, people to see.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Or Earth key, or Saturn key card.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
They were at the end of the hallway, lined by individual hospital
And
rooms.
here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Junpei pulled the Jupiter key out of his pocket and slid it into the keyhole. He twisted, and the key broke. Fuck! With a nice sharp click, he felt the door unlock. Junpei sucked in a breath, held it, and opened the door as quietly as he could. Welcome back. Inside was exactly what he'd expected to see from the map of the ship's interior. They were in a tremendous hall, almost like a ballroom, with a massive central staircase.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
Yeah, there was an Earth symbol. Somewhere, I remember.
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
Of course there's a reason.
Of course there's a reason. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
Earth key. And the Saturn key card. Because I think that's what went to the elevators. I do believe.
The Saturn key card.
Because, like, it was, the little plate was on the elevator thing.
And the Earth key?
Well, the Earth key, I remember seeing a log for it. I do remember that.
I'm lost.
I'm pretty sure there was a Saturn key card reader. Santa cocked his head to the one side like an inquisitive bird and looked at them. After several long moments, during which it became apparent that Santa had no idea what the cards meant, June took pity on him.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember?
Yeah.
And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left,
There was a door that needed the Earth key.
There was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So, the 2 keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
June smiled, pleased with herself. So did Santa.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams?
Sounds good by me.
Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you 2 can search Saturn, all right?
Cool.
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key.
Then I'll keep this key handy. Have fun searching. Junpei handed the Earth key to Santa. They decide that their initial search should be brief.
We have no idea what's on the other side of these, so don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
Yeah. Plan decided, the 2 teams split it up. Junpei and June headed for the elevator.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Yep.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card.
The light on the upper left corner blinked to life.
Great! It looks like it's working now.
All right. Now, how do I call the elevator?
Press a button. There is a single button to the right of the elevator door.
Oh, it only has the upside-down triangle on it.
Okay.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
The door slid shut and they heard the grinding sound of the motor as the elevator car moved down. Huh.
It opened! Look, Jumpy!
June's voice was excited, but Junpei could hear a tinge of anxiety.
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going.
Oh yeah. He grinned at June and stepped toward the open door. As he was about to step foot in it, he felt a hand on his arm.
Wait!
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
You okay there? Junpei was at something of a loss. What could she possibly be so frightened of? It's just a fucking elevator, honey. June was probably afraid of being locked up alone with a boy. They could only go down. Let's go with that. After a little thought, Junpei decided that she had to be nervous about being locked up in such a small space alone with a guy. Obviously, that's the only reason here.
Well, we will be all alone in here.
Oh yeah, you go, Junpei. In a way, it was kind of cute. Very demure, you could say, he thought. Still, even though it wasn't exactly roomy in the elevator, they weren't going to be pressed up against one another. At least they didn't have to be. Still, it was making her nervous. Junpei couldn't help but think how innocent she was.
Jumpy?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's not important.
Not important.
Come on, let's go.
Just having my own personal fantasies over here. Again, he'd stepped toward the elevator. And again, he felt himself restrained.
I said wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Why?
Aren't you afraid, Jumpy?
No.
Afraid of what?
Well, I've never,
Been in an elevator before?
you know.
It's your first time?
Oh my god. She'd never been in an elevator with a man alone before? Even so, she still seemed awfully alarmed. It's... What?
I might get wet.
Oh my good god.
Oh,
Stop.
What?
What? What? I didn't think I picked the right answer.
Down there. I get
God.
soaking wet.
Oh, stop. Oh god.
Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works.
Oh my god. Junpei, stop it.
I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
Oh my god. That's a great response, Junpei.
That's true.
Oh my god. Stop.
You don't mind
Oh my god.
Mind what?
getting wet?
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think I'd probably, you know, like it.
Oh my god.
Gosh, Jumpy, you're so brave.
Oh, I know I am.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same thing, you know?
We'll gladly take the bullet.
What happens, happens, right? I mean, if you get the chance, you've just got to go for it. That's what a man is supposed to do, I guess.
Oh my god. Yes. Yo, Junpei.
You're so cool, Jumpy. I really admire you.
This isn't something you should admire.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
You really shouldn't.
I'm really scared.
Oh, it's okay. Junpei will take care of you.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Good god, Junpei.
Yes. So, I don't think I'll be able to last very long.
Oh my
and then
God.
it'll be over.
Oh my, no, stop.
Over?
Over? Does it have to be over?
Yes, we'll go to heaven.
Oh my God.
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in
Oh
space.
my God, stop
And your
it.
mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out.
Oh my God.
At least that's what I've heard from people who have experienced it.
Oh my God. Junpei's probably just on the floor, just like, oh my God, get in this fucking elevator.
Yes, I've heard that too.
Junpei's just clawing at her to get into that
Although I
elevator.
don't think the same thing happens to guys.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone.
Not really, no.
Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to everyone.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, usually it doesn't go inside the man. I mean, generally.
Junpei coughs 3 times. Oh God. No, thank you.
Yes, it does.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Well, eventually it will. It's not like you really have
Oh
a
my
choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it.
Ah.
Eventually.
Ah, stop it. Stop.
What are you trying to do to me?
I don't want to. No, I'm not into that.
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
Oh my God, no thank you.
Oh, is that so?
Oh. Then it's only natural. Is that what's natural for living beings? Perhaps he'd been mistaken all these years. Had he misunderstood life so gravely? The thought terrified him. Jun seemed to be entirely oblivious to Junpei's mounting confusion and terror. Oh my God, I am having an existential crisis.
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but
Oh,
even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs.
Huh?
Once that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling as you pass out.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Oh. Oops. I'm gonna go into this elevator now. Just closes the door. I'm going in the elevator now. I need to kill myself. Finally, Junpei understood. He understood what Jun was trying to say and why she was so scared.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very.
See?
God, she was afraid that the only elevator button pointed down. That meant, of course, that the elevator couldn't go any higher than the floor they were on. As he thought about it, Junpei realized he hadn't seen elevators on A or B deck near the central staircase. Well, I mean, there's probably a button on the bottom that says up. All of which meant that the elevator could only convey them to the lower decks.
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D deck, is completely underwater.
That's fine.
An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary.
Not really.
Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Yeah, and it looks pretty dry.
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
take a look inside.
Junpei jerked his head toward the interior of the elevator.
It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Well, I assume it creates like a watertight seal, and that's what the motor is for. And plus, it's made out of metal, so it's gonna withstand like water pressure. And plus, there's an E deck right there, anyways. So I want to know what's on the E deck, or whatever that is.